talking and hating, I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton, I boost up my rating, you know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations, they can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose, you like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move, been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose, you like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move, been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose, you like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move, been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose, you like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move, been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame can do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow.
It's week 1 of the NFL, where we've got ourselves a rematch of last year's AFC title game. It's the Dolphins and the Chiefs under the lights on Thursday night.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. The wait is finally over. Brandon Garden, Charles Davis here. The start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
We are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive.
On the double.
Throwing to start here is Tua. And incomplete to open things up.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out at Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter...
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. On the handoff, this is Swift. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now Tua. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Well, partner, first game of the season and one of the first big defensive stops of the season.
Brought a little extra juice with him, didn't he? Because of the adrenaline that's got to be rushing through all of these guys. Being on the national spotlight to get things started, that's a big play to get things going.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on. Time now to see what this defense can do. 2nd quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10. Tua now on 1st down. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Once again, it's Swift. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. After the turnover, it's Tua. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on second and long. Tua. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On third down, here comes Swift. And he'll get it out near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it's Chiefs football. First. So we're in the third quarter. We'll see how this defense handles the upcoming drive as the offense takes over with a 1st and 10.
Check pitch. Black left. Check right. Let's go.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And he wisely will throw that one away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. 35 yards that time on the punt. Here's the Kansas. Beginning of the drive, 1st and 10 coming up for the offense. We'll see how this defense does here in the third quarter.
Let's go.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, here's Swift. 96 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Let's go.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We're back now in KC. The Dolphins on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now.
Oh, no, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. There he goes, left side. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they do game long.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. On first down, Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. He'll get these off to Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua, open man is Bourne. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
A good spot to be in for this defense. They'll head back out, protecting a big lead here in this 4th quarter play. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football. Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously. But the first game of the year always a special one. And I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season. And before we know it, we'll be talking about opening up on a Thursday night again next season.
So for Kansas City, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Miami, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.
honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad, I'm spaghetti. He only 2 times from the out like a lack, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These know ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad. Stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue. I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me talk from a stick that'll be when I get to me. My check don't discriminate. Still take the profits if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way. Only care about what the pay tell say. Urge you wanna be, don't gotta whip it. Rag on no petty. Look like talk with that on your hip. If you ain't gon' rip it up, pop it. Empty the like show me a benefit. Let me dumb it down, Benjamin.